A week from now, an internationally known pianist will be in our area to perform along with some of the best and brightest young musicians around. I found out more from Naomi Amos from the Forte Music Chamber. Take a look.
We're very excited to be able to present the 6th annual Gustavo Romero Festival, which is a three-parter. The first is a piano recital by Gustavo, who is an internationally known artist, doing an entire program of Liszt. And frankly, there are not that many people who can do an entire program of Liszt, so it's pretty exciting. That will be at Presser Hall, followed by a dinner at Manja's with the artist. Then Saturday morning is a wonderful piano competition. We have 9 finalists who are all between the ages of 11 and 21, and brilliant, just brilliant.
And you were telling me earlier, these folks went through quite a process to get to this point, didn't they?
Yes, they did. They had to submit a CD, and on the CD had to be a movement of a classical sonata followed by a selection of their choice. And there were 2 judges. I was one. And believe me, it was very hard to choose. These are future artists that will be internationally known.
And you were also mentioning, and I like this process, that it was a blind process to get some of these finalists, wasn't it?
That's correct. We were not allowed to know the age, the location, the derivation, the ethnicity, anything about these young people. We didn't know if they'd performed before for us. So it was totally blind, totally anonymous, and it was an exciting process.
And that's really exciting. And these folks are coming in from everywhere, aren't they?
They represent 5 or 6 states. We have somebody coming in from Juilliard, which is pretty exciting. And it will be Saturday morning at 10 o'clock at the Academy of Fine Arts, free of charge.
So tell me, have we covered, there's 3 different events. Tell me about all of them again.
Okay. The first is a solo piano recital by Gustavo at Presser Hall in Randolph College, 7:30 Friday night. The second is the free piano competition finals. And the third is a chamber music program with Gustavo and some wonderful regional chamber players, as well as a performance by the winner. And that's Saturday night at 7:30 at the Academy.
And how this sounds like quite an event. How did this all come together?
Started 6 years ago. I would give primary credit to Minnie Lane of the Lane Furniture Lanes of Alta Vista and Gustavo Romero, who she essentially was his patron, and Martha Goodman, who's here in Lynchburg, and Martha was managing Mr. Romero at that time. But it was, most of us were veterans of the Lynchburg Symphony Orchestra Board, and as we rolled off that board, there was felt to be a need for chamber music, smaller concert potential, and it's much more economical to put on a program of the size we typically do than the big symphony orchestra. So we felt it would give an opportunity for very high quality music in a more intimate venue with less expense. We are a nonprofit. We formed, after working with the Lynchburg Symphony Orchestra for the first couple of years, we formed our own organization. We're 501c3, which means people who make contributions can get a tax deduction. And we've had 6 consecutive years, and every year I would say is an improvement on the one before. And I particularly like the piano competition Saturday morning. It's free. It's really incredible.
And the winner will play that night and get some buku bucks, won't they?
$3,000. And we basically, over the years, our prize money has evolved to a higher level because we want serious-minded students to come here, and they do, and it's really incredible.
And so folks could apply again for next year, couldn't they?
Right. We've had several that have been here multiple years, and some of us have our own little favorites that we kind of secretly pull for. Not Naomi, because she's an adjudicator, but I have my favorites, and it's really interesting to watch these young people develop.
And Naomi, you're going to give us a little taste of what we're going to be hearing. Tell us what piece you're going to play.
I'm actually going to play a selection that will not be heard, but by a composer that will be heard, and that is Mendelssohn. I'm going to do a song without words, and it's called Duetto because he interweaves two wonderful melodies.
And that was just beautiful. The Gustavo Romero performance is Friday, September 9th at 6 p.m. in the Presser Hall in Randolph College. Cost is $75, but you also get to have dinner with him as well. You can find out more information at fortechambermusic.org, 846-8499. The Gustavo Romero Young Artist Piano Competition Finals is on Saturday morning at 10. That's free at the Academy of Fine Arts. And finally, Gustavo Romero and the Forte Festival Chamber winner will be performing together Saturday, September 10th, 7:30 at night. Cost is $25. And you can find more information again, fortechambermusic.org. And we'll be right back.